Good morning to one and all. Today we are discussing the unit number 2. Okay, ma. In unit number 2, we are covered these are the topics, ma'am. First of all, we have to learn about design thinking introduction, and then we have to see the principles. What are the principles of design thinking, and then the process in the sense mechanism. Okay, and then the third topic is nothing but innovation in design thinking. Coming to the design thinking, what are the innovation is nothing but getting in some new ideas. Okay, if we have seen the further topic, that is nothing but benefits of design thinking. What are the benefits, what are the uses of design thinking? And coming to the fifth topic, that is nothing but design thinking and innovation. In design thinking, we have to look at this design thinking. What is exactly design thinking? In previously first unit we have to learn, but I have to told what is design thinking exactly, what are the innovative ideas included in design thinking. And finally the topic is nothing but a case study, in the sense a real life of a real life study. Okay, a real life study about design thinking is one of the case study, ma'am. Okay, these are the topics included in unit number 2. First topic is design thinking introduction, and then the second topic is what are the principles of design thinking and what are the process of design thinking. And coming to the next further topic, that is nothing but innovation, in the sense getting a new ideas about design thinking, and what are the benefits of design thinking. And later we discuss design thinking and innovation. And then finally we have study about the case study, is nothing a real life study about design thinking. What is exactly design thinking, what keep it in your mind, what is exactly design thinking phases, and what are the process, and what is exactly the design thinking. Now we can learn about that. First of all, we have seen the introduction. What we have seen, introduction. What is the introduction? Okay, now we can see the introduction topic of design thinking. Design thinking introduction. Okay, now we can see a design thinking introduction. What is exactly design thinking, in the sense, what I meant to in the sense, design thinking is a design methodology what that provides a solution based approach. It is one type of design methodology, and then what it provides some solution based come forward that approach. We are solving some problems, exactly what we have to done there. It's extremely useful in tackling a complex problem. So we want to use there extremely, it's a highly extremely we have to use there in complex problems. We have come some complexity problems that are we will defined or unknown by understanding whatever the human needs. The human needs involved by its reframing the problem in human centric ways. So by creating many ideas in brainstorming sessions, and by we are adopting a hands-on approach in prototyping and testing. What exactly I meant to say, in the sense design thinking is nothing but it is a process of a creative problem solving. We have to learn about that. The design thinking has a human-centered core. What I meant to say, in the sense we have to solve some creative problem solving. It is a process. Design thinking, it has a human-centered core. It encourages organizations to focus particularly on the people what are they creating for, which the leads to better products and services. Products, in the sense we have to touch and feel the product, what exactly. And then we have to study about the service in the sense, if I am giving a teaching to you, that is nothing but I am giving online teaching to you, that is nothing but one type of service. And we can learn some internal processes. What exactly, in the sense we have, it is nothing but by understanding the human needs involved. Design thinking has a human centered core, okay, that provides a particularly solution based approach. We want to solving a particular problem. It's extremely very useful at complex problems that are ill defined or unknown. What I meant to say in the sense, by creating some many ideas in a brainstorming sessions, and by we want to adopt a hands-on approach in prototyping and testing. What exactly I want to say in the sense, brainstorming in the sense usually means someone who manages the project or does only the main thing, a moment in which one is suddenly unable to think clearly, okay, or act it sensibly, okay, in which one is suddenly unable to think clearly or act sensibly. It is nothing but a brainstorming. A project does only the main thing, a movement, okay. What exactly I want to say in the sense, in coming to the prototyping testing, what we want to test, why we want to test that prototyping, in the sense, a prototype release a particular product. Now we want to build to test a concept or a process. What exactly I meant to say in the sense, a prototype is generally we want to use it to evaluate a new design to enhance, to increase some precisions by their system analyst and as well as users. Okay, this is the concept of a design thinking. We want to understanding the design thinking exactly in the sense, design thinking has been used to solve business problems. What we want to solve, some business problems at companies like Toyota, Intuit, and we have to learn some SAP, okay, SAP in the sense system application programming, and IBM. These are one reason for the proliferation, in the sense named proliferation, in the sense exactly we have to enhance of design thinking in industries, is that it's useful to break down the some particular problems in any complex systems, be it a business, a government, or whatever it may be. We can say that a social organization. What exactly we want to say in the sense, design thinking is a process of a creative problem solving. Okay, a design thinking has been used to solve business problems. Now we have to understanding these 5 stages of design thinking will empower anyone. We have to apply the design thinking methods. Okay, what is exactly the design thinking phases in order we want to solve some complex problems that occur around us in our companies and in our countries, and even on the scale of our planet. We have to design thinking some 5 phases will be there. How many phases of you have to design? We have to understanding these 5 stages of design thinking will empower you. What first exactly what I meant to say in the sense, empathize in the sense with your users, whatever the user needs. Okay, and coming to the second one, define in the sense your user needs and their whatever the problems and your insights it might be. And then coming to the third one, that is nothing but ideate in the sense by challenging assumptions. Okay, we want to creating some particular innovative ideas for creating innovative solutions. Okay, now we have to study about what does exactly in the sense, coming to the fourth stage, that is nothing but a prototype. What in the prototype, in the sense it is a product we want to release in some particular moment. We want to start some creating a particular solution, and then finally we have to test that particular solution. This is nothing but some design thinking phases. Now we have studied about exactly what a 5 stages design thinking, a 5 stage process exactly we have to see now. Okay, now we have to study about in design thinking the 5 phases. Empathize exactly what it does, what is a define, what we want to ideate, and what we want to prototype, and what we want to test. For example, if you purchase one product at your company, that product with whatever the user needs, particularly empathize, in the sense whatever the user understand and whatever the user feels, what that product, how the product it will be, that the person particularly observe. Okay, and coming to the define section in second stage, what exactly I meant to say in the sense design, define in the sense we have to say whatever your user needs, their problem, whatever the user needs, whatever the problem, their problems and your insights. Okay, that is nothing but we want to define what they need exactly. And coming to the ideate in the sense ideate, one can I define, we have to ideate in the sense innovation, coming to the innovation ideas about the particular product, by challenging assumptions and creating ideas for innovative a solution. Okay, now we have to study about the next, that is nothing but a prototype. What exactly the prototype in the sense, we have to test, we have to start some creative a particular solution. Okay, to start creating a solution, and then we have to study about what exactly the product, finally the product, to make a test, via test the solution, what exactly you have to learn about that particular test. Okay, this is the concept of design thinking phases. What does I'm exactly in the sense design thinking, in the sense what I'm into in the sense it draws on a logic. Okay, if you have to think once at your mind, and then you have to design whatever you have to observe, understand first of all whatever the problem you will face, that problem if you have to think at the problem, have some ideas, and then finally you get some solution there. What exactly I want to say in the sense design thinking, it draws on a logic, and we can say one more point, imagination, and we can say intuition. What I meant to say, intuition and a systematic reasoning. Okay, to explore the possibilities of what it could be, and we want to create some desired outcomes that benefit that the end user, the customer, what they needs. Okay, this is the concept. What first of all, if we have to think a design in your mindset is not a problem focused ma, it's a particular a solution focused ma. What you have to focus, it's a solution, and we have to see in some action oriented also. What it involves exactly in the sense, it involves both analysis and imagination. Okay, it draws on logic ma. What exactly I want to say, design thinking is a process of creative solving a particular process. Design thinking is linked to an improved future, and it seeks to build some new innovative ideas to build up, unlike some critical thinking which breaks them down. Okay, so I meant to say design thinking is a process of a creative problem solving. Now we have see for the innovative, the design thinking approach, it looks to minimize something uncertainty, some risk of innovations by using some collective intelligence through a series of lenses to grow their understanding of what that a customer a particular needs. Okay, what we want to say in the sense, the key today is to think like a designer. What we have to think, the key today is to think like a designer in the way we want to you lead some explore a creative and innovative something new ideas, okay, at your by challenging assumptions and creating ideas to a particular innovative solutions. Now we have to study about what does exactly the innovative the emphasize. We have to define, ideate a prototype, and finally if we have to test, if we have seen some one by one exactly what is what, okay. Coming to this first one, we have to study about empathize. In further video we have to discuss clearly what is emphasize, define, ideate, prototype, and finally a test, okay. Up to now, thank you ma'am. If you have to learn what is design thinking, what exactly are design thinking phases, a 5-stage process is there, okay. Up to now, if we have to understand what is exactly design thinking introduction. Thank you.